guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I just kind of wanted to sit down and do a chatty get ready with me. I feel like I have a couple things to chit chat with you about, some channel changes and just other housekeeping things I want to update you guys on. Before we get started, don't forget I upload every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday for you guys. If you like this video while you're watching it, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. It really does help my channel out. And other than that, if you're excited and you want just a little chit chatty get ready with me, updating you guys on some things going on, then let's go ahead and get started. This isn't really going to be based around the makeup. It's going to be more so just me talking. I'm going to try to remember to tell you guys what I am using as I am using it though, and it will all be listed and linked down below in case you want to check it out. I'm going to start off with the Viseart Eye Primer. Again, so this is just going to be like a little chit chatty sort of video. If that is not your jam, totally understand. If you were just here for the makeup content, makeup reviews, and you want to skip this one, you don't really care about like channel changes, what's going on in my life, I totally understand that. I will go ahead and see you in the next video. I'm going to go into the Viseart Petite Fours Lila's palette. I had put up my trying Viseart a few days ago at this point, last week, or I don't know when I'm uploading this video, and I said I wanted to give this a go, and quite a few of you guys in those comments said that this was like one of your favorite quads. So I was like, okay, I have to try this out on camera. I'm gonna start off with this one here. So if you guys saw on my community tab, sadly I have to go down to 3 videos a week. I am really bummed about it. Honestly, I am. I love YouTube and I want to put all of my focus and effort and time into YouTube. However, unfortunately, I'm not getting the monetary compensation off YouTube to be able to do it full-time quite yet. And so because of that, I have another job. I work part-time at a bank and I am just working a little bit more hours there than I was maybe anticipating when I got hired. And so because of that, it's just been really hard for me to keep up with 4 videos a week. So I do have to go back down to 3, unfortunately. I think I'm gonna keep it on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I asked you guys on my community tab what days you guys wanted, and that's what won. So we're gonna give that a go. I'm not saying it's gonna be like super rigid to where like I never upload 4 videos a week again. It's so hard with my job just only because it's not a consistent schedule. Like I don't work the same days each week. I don't even work the same amount of hours each week. Sometimes I work 25, sometimes I work 32. It just kind of depends on the week, how busy we are, what's going on with my coworkers. I should have flip-flopped those too. Wow, I thought the gray was gonna be darker than the pink. Oh shoot, I gotta build this up a little bit. Yeah, that's not building. The gray is definitely way lighter. I should have flip-flopped those. Dang it. So some weeks it was rather easy for me to get 4 videos up a week, and other weeks I was drowning and it was just really hard. All right, we're going back to the pink because that gray is like not showing up. Shoot, now it's like not building. What the heck? All right, well, we're just gonna have to put a shimmer all over the lid because now that pink is not deepening and building up because that gray. Next time I use this palette, I'm gonna have to remember to do the gray first and then the pink, I think. Alrighty, well, let's put glitter primer all over the lid. So with my job, we are busier like the first of the month because mortgages are due, and that's like the main thing that my bank does is mortgages. And so because of that, around the first of the month when you can start paying your mortgage for that month, we're pretty busy. And then on the 16th, when mortgages are actually due before you get a late charge, we're pretty busy. So those 2 weeks were a lot busier than the other 2 weeks of the month. I'm gonna go in with this one and this one. You guys probably don't care about this, but I'm just trying to explain like where this is coming from. So those 2 weeks, you know, we're a lot busier. I work a lot more. Those are the harder weeks to, you know, get the videos up. And then the other 2 weeks, I usually work a little bit less and I can get the videos up. So I'm just gonna play it by ear. I just kind of wanted to officially change my upload schedule so that way I don't feel the pressure or feel like I have to put up 4 videos. And you guys have been like super sweet about it. Some of you guys were like, oh, I'm sad you're going down to 3 videos a week because, you know, I watch all your videos. I obviously want more content from you, which like same. I don't want to go down to 4 or 3. I keep saying 4. I don't want to go down to 3, but I appreciate those kind comments and saying that you like love my content and you're sad about it because that's just like hits me in the heart. Okay, well, those 2 shimmers are absolutely stunning. I love that. The only dud was kind of this like gray shade. It was just a lot lighter than I was expecting it to be. I thought it was gonna like deepen up a little bit more, but all right, so far this quad is pretty good. I'm gonna go in with this Baby of the Tarte Base Tape Hydrating Primer. We do have a vacation coming up in June with a bunch of our friends. I'm super excited about that. So I'm gonna try to make sure I can pre-film and not miss any uploads for that. I don't have my June schedule yet. That is the nice thing about the bank. I get my schedule a month in advance, or not in advance, but a month at a time. So that way I can really like plan my content and all of that around that. I'm not going like week by week, which is very, very nice. So I'm gonna try to be able to pre-film some videos for that and not have to miss an upload. But I can't make any promises. I don't have my June schedule yet. And if I were to guess, I would guess that I would be working quite a bit of hours the week before I go and the week after I get back, because we're gonna be gone like a whole week, Saturday to a Saturday, and that's like a lot of days to miss work. And so I'm assuming because of that, they're going to try to give me quite a few hours before I go and when I get back. So I'm going to try to figure out my, June schedule when I get it and try to figure out, pre-filming so I don't miss an upload, but I can't make any promises. And I hate missing an upload, I really do. And I know it like happens and people are fine. It's not the end of the world if I don't post, like everything will be fine. But it just kind of bows me out because like I know that there are people out there who really do like my content and like want to watch it, you know what I mean? And I get sad when my favorite YouTubers miss an upload because I'm like, oh, I was like, look, you get excited, you look forward to people's videos because you like watching them, and so like when there's not one, you're like, oh, what a bummer. Again, not the end of the world, but still, I don't like disappointing people. I'm gonna mix together my ColourPop Pretty Fresh with my Huda Beauty Glow Wish tint. Another channel change, I don't know if you guys have noticed, I got something called Super Thanks. I had seen it on other people's videos down at the bottom, but I didn't really know what it was, and I didn't have it on my channel. And then I got a email from YouTube like a week ago or so saying I was eligible for it. So I'm going to kind of explain what it is, because if you had seen that and you didn't know what it was, like me, like a week, less than a week ago or a week ago or so, I had no idea what it was. I will just kind of tell you. It's like, I think it's YouTube's way of trying to keep up with platforms like Patreon, which if you don't know what that is, I didn't really know what it was either. It's like a platform where people have to pay to watch other people's content and videos. It would be like being paid by subscribers. And like on YouTube, I don't get paid for the amount of subscribers I have. I get paid for the amount of like views I get in my videos with AdSense and the ads that pop up on my videos, if you didn't know that. I try to be really transparent about that because I feel like some people don't know that. Like I was just in physical therapy for my back not that long ago, and I told my physical therapist that I had a channel and that I got paid by ads, and he was like, that's how YouTubers get paid? He had no idea, which like, if you don't have a channel, you might not know. So I like to be transparent about that so you guys know, like if you sit through those ads, that's like what's giving me money. But anyways, with Patreon, you have to pay to like be part of the subscription, right? So YouTube kind of does that because they have memberships where you can like pay an extra amount during the month and like you get extra content from that creator. I don't currently have a membership set up because I just didn't think that, first of all, I can barely keep up with my current content, let alone having extra content for memberships. And also I didn't really think people would want to pay that because I'm really not, like I don't have that many subscribers. It's normally, I feel like, for larger channels. But anyways, with Super Thanks, it's kind of like a tipping service, maybe. Like if you press on it, it'll say like, tell Emily you loved her video, and it gives you an option to like donate. I don't want to say donate, but give me essentially $1, $5, and $10, I think. I don't really know. You guys obviously do not have to do it if you do not want to. If you are not in the financial position, you can watch my videos essentially for free, just with ads. So like, it's not something you have to do. I just kind of wanted to explain what it was in case you had seen that and you didn't know. So that way, I don't know, if you ever like really, really love a video of mine, I guess that's really a way to like, let me know. I don't know. It's like a new thing YouTube rolled out recently, but it's there. If you ever want to like give me a tip and be like, hey girl, I really like this video, it's there for you. I kind of just wanted to explain it in case you had seen that and you were like, what is Super Thanks? Because that's how I was. I was like, I don't know what this is. So yeah, I don't know. It's there in case you want to donate to your girl. I'm going to mix together the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Concealer with the Pat McGrath Lab Skin Fetish Concealer. So I mentioned I was doing physical therapy. I have a back injury from literally a fender bender, like back in 2012, I think it was. And I like really messed up my back in the accident. I mean, literally it was a fender bender. It was like the airbags didn't even go off. I was not driving, but I was in the passenger seat, and I guess I just like was sitting wrong. At the time, the doctor said I got a severe lower back sprain, and she said my back twisted and went up. I don't know, that sounds pretty terrible, and it was pretty awful. And I've been to the doctor many, many times before, and I've done physical therapy in the past, back in like 2016. I just kind of like was living with it, right? Because like, not to sound dramatic, but I am in pain. In back, like back pain, like lower back pain, and sometimes my upper middle back every second I'm awake. And I know, again, that sounds very, very dramatic. And if you do not have a chronic pain or an injury like that, you might not, you know, get it. But there's some people out there that are like, girlfriend, me too. I understand you, whether it be like your back, your knee, I don't know, someplace on your body. But I am literally in pain all the time. It's not like on the forefront of my brain all the time. Like I'm not constantly thinking like, oh, my back is in pain. But anytime I like think about it or I twist the wrong way or something like that, I'm in pain. And I told Mike, I was like, I'm just like sick of it. I've literally been, Mike's my husband, I've literally been in pain every day for a decade now, because it was back in 2012. And I've done the things. I've gotten physical therapy in the past. Like I said, I've done a cortisone shot. I've done like, not necessarily I didn't go to a chiropractor, but I've been like cracked and moved by my doctor. I've done, and I don't want like, I feel like Taylor Wynn right now, where I'm like, I don't want like suggestions on what to do because I'm figuring it out. But I just kind of wanted to update you guys that I have that going on. And so I went back to the doctor because I told Mike, I was like, I'm just sick of being in pain all the time. And also, I am terrified to get pregnant with that back injury because just the amount of like pressure I'm assuming a baby will put on my back, I am like terrified that that's going to just, I don't even know. I was like, I'm not doing that. I need to get this figured out before like we possibly have a baby. And we're not there yet. We still want to wait. Like we're not trying for a baby or anything, but still. So I went back to the doctor and she was like, okay, like that's fine. My whole goal is I want an MRI because I want to see what's going on. I got an x-ray done and it didn't say anything because I don't think it's in my bones, but I wanted an MRI and she was like, well, you have to do physical therapy first in order to order an MRI. So I went through 6 weeks or 7 weeks of physical therapy and it seemed to help a little bit, not a ton, but thankfully I did enough to where I was able to get an MRI ordered. So I do that next week and I'm a little scared because I'm just imagining me being in like a little coffin dome. I don't really know, I've never gotten an MRI before, but I'm excited because I'm hoping it'll give me some answers of what's going on, whether it be if it's in like ligaments or my joints or muscles or nerve damage. I don't know, but even the physical therapist that I had most recently, he was like, you should be healed by now. This was 10 years ago. And I was like, right? Why am I not? What is going on that like my back injury from a decade ago still bothers me every single day? You know what I mean? Gonna set my face with my Jason Wu Ready Set Matte Setting Powder. This is in my project pan. I'm trying to use it up. So yeah, that's happening next week. And I'm honestly kind of scared, like I said, to be in like a coffin because that's what I feel like it's gonna be like. But also, what if it doesn't give me answers? And I'm like, oh. That's like my whole goal was to get an MRI because I feel like it would give me answers. So if for some reason it doesn't and they're like, yeah, we don't really know what's wrong with your back and I'm just like in pain every day for the rest of my life, oh, that will really, really suck. So wish me luck. I will keep you guys updated. I'm really hoping that tells me something. I feel like it has to, right? There has to be something wrong. You're just not in pain every day, all the time for no reason. You know what I mean? Especially since there was an injury and an accident. You know what I mean? It's not like it just happened for no reason. You know what I mean? There was a point in my life that I can pinpoint, this is when the back pain started. For that reason, I feel like there's gotta be something they can do, right? Right now. Then we're going in with the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Bronzer. I have the shade 200 Fair. So I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a Weight Watchers update. If you do not know, I started Weight Watchers back in January, and I have always struggled with my weight. I've never felt happy with it. I've tried things in the past. I've done keto in the past and I hated it. I did another like diet kind of replacement thing called isogenics, and I liked that, but I just didn't really see a ton of results. I've done Pure Barre in the past, and which is like almost like a full body workout, and I just have never seen the results that I wanted to. And I've always heard that it's like 80% what you eat, 20% working out. So, oh, I meant to give a warning. So I guess I haven't really like talked about it too much on here. I was talking about more on my Instagram stories about like Weight Watchers and stuff like that. And then I had one of my followers message me and she was like, hey, can you kind of like put a warning on your stories when you are about to talk about, you know, weight loss and Weight Watchers and all that, because it kind of like triggers me. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, yes, I'm so sorry. I would never want to like upset someone who has ever struggled with anything in the past. So I just kind of stopped talking about it. So this is my warning to you. I'm about to talk about weight loss, Weight Watchers, diets. So if that like triggers you in any way, I understand if you want to click out. I started Weight Watchers and it's been going pretty well. I've lost a total of 14 pounds on it since I started back in January, which is awesome and exciting, but I've definitely kind of hit a plateau the last like month we've been really, really busy. We went out of town for Mike's work. He had a annual business meeting that we went out of town for, and then just him and I kind of went on a weekend getaway up north near like Lake Erie. So like I was not eating the best, you know, those 2 weekends, and then Easter, and then last week I just kind of took a little bit of a break. I went like wild. I had like Arby's. I went out to a brewery with my old coworkers that I used to teach with, and like got like a big old quesadilla and a big old beer, and not a big old beer, and then Mike and I went to Steak and Shake. I had homemade pizza with some friends. Like last week I was just like, woohoo, you know, living it up and just like not really caring about Weight Watchers. This week I'm back on it. But because of that and all those things that have happened the past, like, I don't know, month, I've definitely plateaued, which is fine. I understand that it's my choices, my eating habits that have made that happen. It's not anything Weight Watchers is doing. It's all me. But I'm definitely not at, I don't want to say my goal weight, because I feel like the weight that I put in, that is my goal weight, is probably a little bit unrealistic for me and my body. It's just kind of the weight that I like used to be a really long time ago. And I'm like, Emily, you're not in high school anymore. You're not 16 anymore. Your body has changed. Your metabolism has changed. You're not going to be a little skinny mini like you used to be in high school when you thought you were fat at that point. So that's great. Don't you wish you could go back to the body that you thought was overweight, and you look back at pictures and you're like, wow, I definitely wasn't. But in my mind, I always thought I was. I can remember thinking as young as 3rd grade that I was overweight and I didn't like my body. Gonna go in with Max Soft and Gentle. 3rd grade. 3rd grade. That is so young. I don't want to say goal weight, but goal feeling good about myself in clothes and my body. I'm not there yet. So I need to like get back on it. And I actually really like Weight Watchers. It was kind of my last resort. I kind of had a stigma in my brain about Weight Watchers, that it's not really for like young people, and that, I don't know, I feel like all of the things that I've seen about Weight Watchers, it's been like, I lost 60 pounds, I lost 100 pounds, which is amazing and wonderful that some people can do that, but I don't need to lose that much weight. So I was just like, is Weight Watchers gonna be, you know, useful for me or something that I would need to do? I just kind of had like not a stigma, but I just didn't think that it was like what was going to work for me. And then, like I said, I tried all sorts of other things. I even tried keto. You guys, I tried keto. Everyone has results with keto. I feel like there are so many people in my personal life that I know, friends, family members, my dad, who have done keto and loved it and lost weight and look amazing and feel amazing, which is what I want to do. I want to feel good. And it was awful. I was literally miserable. I hated it. I hated keto so much. I did it for like a month and a half, 2 summers ago, or last summer. I can't remember. And I finally told Mike, I was like, I can't do this anymore. And he was like, all right, stop. Elf wow brow. And he was like, all right, stop. You don't have to keep going. So I definitely stopped that. Anyway, so I was like, all right, wait, what do I have to lose? You know what I mean? Like, I have tried, I feel like, almost everything else. Like, why not give Weight Watchers a shot and just kind of see? And I like almost immediately saw results, which was so encouraging, because I'm not kidding you guys. I have never lost weight. I always just either kind of stay the same or gain weight. I don't know if it's like my metabolism. I've had blood work done before. I've had my thyroid check. I've talked to my doctor about it. Like, she knows. So it's nothing really like that. There isn't really a medical reason that I can think of that I wasn't losing weight. And so I was like, well, I just have nothing to lose. Let's just try Weight Watchers. Like, I've literally tried everything else. Why not? And like I said, I pretty much immediately saw results, and it was the most encouraging thing to finally see results with something. Oh my gosh. So if you're struggling and you haven't tried Weight Watchers, maybe talk to your doctor and see if it's something that you would maybe want to pursue, because it's been really easy. You kind of fill out a questionnaire about your eating habits, so that way they know what you like to eat like on the regular, and they kind of build a, not really diet per se, they just kind of build your like point system. So then all foods are points, and some are 0 points, like eggs, chicken, vegetables, fruit. They're all 0 points. You can obviously have as much of those as you want, but like red meat and like sweets and like all that kind of stuff, that's all points, and you have a allotted amount per day. So I just kind of like, you just kind of have to like plan and think out what you're going to eat that day, so you don't like go over points. And they have like extra points throughout the week that you can dip into if you need to. Colourpop Flexitarian, which is nice because every once in a while you just like, I don't know, want an extra dessert, or you know, want to have a hard seltzer and you're like, well, I don't have the points for the day, but you do for the week, which I definitely find that very, very helpful. I'm going with the Essence, the blush in the shade Believing. But like I said, I just couldn't believe that I actually saw results. So I'm trying to, like, you know, get back on it and do really well this week. And I feel like so far I have. It is a Wednesday and Monday and Tuesday. You know, I had a healthy lunch, breakfast, and dinner. It's mainly dinners that get me. Breakfast and lunch are usually fine. It's dinners that I'm like, oh, I just want like pizza or something bad. And like, you can have that. I don't want it to seem like I'm restricting myself. I am restricting myself a little bit because like, obviously, if I eat the same way that I always have in the past, I'm not going to see any results or see any changes. So like I am restricting myself a little bit, but it's not so much that I'm like miserable or feel like keto. I just was miserable and I felt like I couldn't eat anything. So I don't feel like that on Weight Watchers, which is so nice. Blush is not really the tone I wanted, dang it. I'm gonna add a little bit of Hourglass Mood Exposure on top and see if that can like cool it down, make it a little bit more purple. I have this obsession of like matching my blush with my eyeshadow, and it's just like 99% of the time doesn't happen. And I need to get over that obsession. All right, I went ahead and applied some mascara. I use the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. And then we're just gonna go in with the Bite Beauty Kava Power Move Creamy Matte Lip Crayon. Just a little something on these lips. I'm not done getting ready for work. I have to work after this. What a shock. So I just want a little something. I'm sure you guys heard about Bite Beauty closing down. I'm really sad about it. I just feel like their rebrand just wasn't enough. There were so many products that I feel like so many people loved for a really long time that they discontinued or changed, or I don't know. I just feel like they couldn't like make a comeback like they maybe should have. I thought about making a big old order and ordering like their foundation and their powder and some lipsticks and all that because they're like 50% off right now. But then I thought, you know what? They're going out of business. If I fall in love with all these formulations, I can't buy them again anyways. So I think I'm just going to pass and not try them, which I'm a little bummed about because I would have liked to try some of their products, but I haven't tried them until now. So, and last but not least, we're going to set my face down with the Jason Wu Matte Setting Spray. And that was you guys. That was my chatty get ready with me, updating you guys on some things going on in my life. We had channel updates, we had health updates, we had weight loss updates, all of the updates for you guys. I don't know if anyone watched this or if anyone really cares that much about like me and my personal life. I feel like I get really invested with the YouTubers that I watch, and I like whenever they give me a little glimpse inside their life and what's going on with them. So I figured, why not do the same for you guys if I'm lucky enough to be one of your favorite YouTubers? Little update on the quad. I actually really love it. I think that this pink and those two shimmer shades are absolutely stunning. Like, look at those shimmers. They're like beautiful, and I love a good silver eyeshadow. I was just a little bit disappointed by that gray, but like I said, I need to flip-flop these and put this down first and then the pink and see if I like that better. But so far I do like this little quad. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, the makeup look that I made, my little update, and letting you guys know what's going on in my life. Like I said, all of the products will be listed and linked down below in case you want to check them out. They are affiliate links. If you shop through them, I get a little kickback, and thank you so much if you do that. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You're awesome and I love you. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.